TikTok will automatically label more AI-generated content in its app. The app will add support for content credentials, which can trace the origins of an image. But before we get into that, Apple unveiled a slew of new iPads on Tuesday, and the updates have brought a bit more clarity to the company's tablet selection. Yes, there are still 6 different models in total, but the lines separating those slates are more firmly drawn. You have a good option, the base iPad, a better option, the iPad Air, and a best option, the iPad Pro. Both the Air and Pro are available in 11 or 13-inch frames, but those SKUs are more or less identical outside of their size. The iPad mini, meanwhile, is still off to the side for the relatively small niche that prefers a compact tablet. Within those announcements, however, the Apple Pencil became even more of a mess. Apple introduced a new top-end stylus, the Pencil Pro, but didn't discontinue any older model. As a result, prospective shoppers now have 4 different styluses to choose from. Each has different features. 2 are the same price, and only the lowest-end model works with every iPad in Apple's now current lineup. And the highest-end version, prior to yesterday, is no longer compatible with the latest iPad Air or iPad Pro. Check out our guide to which Pencil Pro you should buy at Engadget.com. TikTok is ramping up its efforts to automatically label AI-generated content in its app, even when it was created with third-party tools. The company announced plans to support content credentials, a kind of digital watermark that indicates the use of generative AI. TikTok's rules already require creators to disclose realistic AI-generated content, but that policy can be difficult for the company to enforce, particularly when creators use other companies' AI tools. But because content credentials are increasingly used across the AI industry, TikTok's new automated labels should be able to address some of those gaps. Often described as a nutrition label for digital content, content credentials attach tamper-evident metadata that can trace the origins of an image and AI tools that were used to edit it along the way. The history can then be viewed by users if they come across a piece of AI-made content on a platform that supports the technology. TikTok says it will be the first video platform to support content credentials, though it will take some time before these labels become commonplace since many companies are only just beginning to support the technology. Google, Microsoft, OpenAI, and Adobe have all pledged to support content credentials. Meta has said it's using the standard to power labels on its platform as well. However, it's worth noting that content credentials and other systems that rely on metadata aren't foolproof. OpenAI notes on a support page that the tech is not a silver bullet and that metadata can easily be removed, either accidentally or intentionally. Labels also simply aren't that effective if people don't bother reading them. TikTok says it has a plan to address that too. The company has partnered with fact-checking organization MediaWise and human rights organization Witness on a series of media literacy campaigns meant to educate TikTok users about the labels and potentially misleading AI-generated content. Thanks for listening to this show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Carissa Bell and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and as always, we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.